How we doing? What's for dinner?
How we doing? Fa-ma-na-na-na-na.
It's a pod. Watch the freaking pod.
Forget
now.
about it. It's a pod, but it's not a pod. It's a movement.
Shut up.
Waikiki Water sponsor me because I drink you a lot.
Have you some Waikiki?
Shut up. You're not talking during
Have some Waikiki wherever you get your kiki.
James, you think you could spare one of those Aquafines?
Tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. All right, we are here. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the How We Doin podcast. If this is your first time watching us,
Bow.
welcome. We're happy to have you because, as we like to say, we want you.
We want you.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we want you, bringing you meaningful content, being the light in your day in every way. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are.
Class. Straight class.
Maybe a few more things about the pod. We're a pod, but we're not only a pod, we're a movement, right?
It's a pod, but it's not a pod. It's pod.
What's the movement? We're pushing positive energy, care, love, and respect for everyone. Look, it might sound cheesy, but
Take that.
we don't care. This is what we're doing here.
That's it.
We're doing a good work.
Good work. We're doing it in a creative way. We're going to start implementing some
Entertainment. Some more
right?
content. We're working on purchasing some more quality equipment.
Cameras.
You could
Cameras,
say cameras.
equipment.
You know, this
We have some
way
ideas. We're going
you
to put
could see us.
Yes.
You could see our
talent.
everything. You could
Yeah.
see.
See it all.
Then
Well, we'll
sky's
limit
the
it.
limit.
Stop hijacking the intro. Just relax.
Sorry.
But yeah, we're really excited to be here. We're doing some interesting things. We're starting to develop more. We're getting even better and better as we go. But
That's it.
we want to make sure that we keep it very clear that the audience knows, because we received some feedback for some people, and we appreciate it. You know what? We're gonna give you guys a round of applause.
Round of applause
for you
for the
guys.
How We Doiners, baby. What's for dinner?
Adding to the value of the show. We appreciate everybody's feedback.
Yeah.
We're about to let's get this started, boys.
Yeah, before I say, if you ever look at me like that again,
Why'd I look
during
at
the
you?
intro, we're gonna have problems. They saw it. They'll
saw
see it.
Well,
For the
we're gonna have
listeners, you have to go to YouTube.
I look at you a lot
Check
of
that out.
ways.
How We Doing Productions. Don't do that again.
Don't do that. Yeah, I'll try. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me know if it happens again. I don't know.
Oh gosh.
Watch out. Here we go.
Not
Holy
all.
bananas.
We got some feedback of all types. It was really helpful, well-rounded. Because it was that honest feedback. We needed the pros and the cons, and we got that from many.
Yeah.
Like hearing the feedback.
Like hearing the great feedback, though, the support of, like, we're doing something really cool here. And, wanted to make sure we made it clear about, like, the direction that we're going in. But it's like a molding ball. We're going. And there's
Like
different ways of rolling it to make it the
rolling down
perfect
the hill.
circle.
That's it, man. It's like we're like Play-Doh.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Play-Doh slogan. Don't care.
and another thing that you got to know, if you're just starting your day, stop and say, "How we doing, baby?"
I don't like how
I
you
don't
do
care.
that every time.
I don't
It
care.
ruins it. Every
I know
time.
you don't. That's why I do it.
Getting crazy over here.
That's why I do it.
It's stupid.
Okay, that's not working out.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
How we doing?
All right.
How we feeling?
Good.
Cheeky.
Good?
Just cheeky.
Good. Just got my wisdom tooth out.
Shout out Chris's wisdom tooth.
Yeah.
Did they give you your
Shouting out
tooth?
wisdom
Did they
teeth.
give? They're like, here you go, buddy. Or do they give you $5 like the Tooth Fairy does, or $2, whatever?
Be nice if
I don't know what the
wish. That'd
Tooth
be
Fairy
cool, yeah.
rates are nowadays. Do you think the Tooth? I think the Tooth Fairy's messed up.
I think the Tooth Fairy's running out of money. This economy's running him dry.
Kids are just, I don't know. Like, that's a tough task as a parent. Like, oh no, he lost his tooth. I gotta try. You gotta like slip money under the pillow.
Listen, it's definitely happening as soon as you lay him down.
If you're a parent, listen to the pod. Comment how you plant the money and how much, because I don't know what the rates
They're
are.
getting $20 these days.
They probably
for the
are,
bunny.
dude.
That bunny's either, I don't know what's going on.
Dude, I was lucky enough if I got $1.
Used to put the tooth in the bag.
I got a few
I think
quarters.
I think some people put like the raw tooth, no bag, just the tooth under your
Dad
pillow.
just put a couple like 50 cents in there.
Yeah, there you go, kid. Times it tough.
He puts a stack of
bunny's having
50
a tough
pennies
time.
under your pillow. There you go.
50
Times are hard.
pennies.
Tooth Fairy. Shout out Tooth Fairy.
No, but you know what's great? You
What?
never caught your parent waking you up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but
They chose the perfect time.
Is the Tooth Fairy real?
Dun dun dun.
he's into Santa Claus movies.
He is. The Rock.
Dad
It's
used
The
to get
Rock.
us good though with Santa Claus, right? Freaking, he'd probably eat them and then crumble up some right in the
Yeah,
plate.
yeah. He wouldn't
Like,
always finish all
pour
the
some milk
all
on the
cookies.
f- on the-
yeah.
Yeah, like on the
This guy
on the
freaking
plate.
knew what he was
Yeah,
doing.
that was
On
good.
the plate. You know what's funny? You know what's
What's
funny?
really here?
You know how I found?
He made it
You
realistic.
know how I found out that Santa wasn't real?
Remember,
Yeah.
it was Dad's handwriting.
I matched up Dad's handwriting.
Yeah, you were the culprit, and I was like, yeah, he's right.
I saw Dad's
He's right.
handwriting.
That
I
was you,
like,
Dad.
Wait a second.
Hold on, just a minute.
There's no way you and Santa have the same
It's a
handwriting.
different big guy.
Yeah. There's no chance.
That's funny, man.
Tooth Fairies.
Freaking tooth fairies. All right, so we hopping into this.
Yeah, let's
let's go. Let's
Pass-
drive. Let's
pass-
drive on down the road.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
All right, so now we're gonna hop into one of our segments. It's Chrissy quotes.
Cristapalos, potatos.
Let's see what you got.
So
potatoes.
welcome to my segment. I know it's all your favorite. Okay. Listen, no, I'm gonna not be a jerk. Okay. Chrissy
Tell us
quotes.
something.
of
Control the
the
pod.
day. Chrissy quotes of the day. Stop
It's
interrupting.
your
me.
segment. Control the pod.
Don't be rude, man. Okay.
Go,
We've had enough of your rudeness.
Go, go. Over.
Just relax. Okay. So, I've been going through a little bit of a tough time.
Tough times. Yep.
Like I'm sure many out there have. We
Yeah, a
all
little
deal.
taste of that.
We all deal with stuff. So, I've been thinking about it, and I got a quote here for the people.
This speaks
Stop.
to
Don't
speaks
come
to your pain.
Your hardship.
Yeah, pain and strength.
Persevere. Persevering.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So-
All right.
Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and
Write that
suddenly you're doing the impossible.
Is this an original quote?
No, this is not
Sounded like it
Chrissy-
came from you.
original.
Quissy's
Original
original
quote.
quotes.
Quissy original quotes.
Quissy original quote time.
Wait, say that again, too. Say it again.
The whole quote.
Yeah, the
this
whole
is a
quote.
yeah.
Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible.
The necessary and the possible. That's
That's it. Necessary is
necessary
coming
and
to the
possible.
is coming to
Is
the
to the
realization that you need to do this, whatever it may be, a sacrifice. That's pretty much probably what
comes
it's
in
gonna
all
be.
form. Yeah, comes in all
Yeah.
forms. I mean,
And then you kind of come to terms with what you can do and what you have the means to do.
what you could do about it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's
and
like
suddenly that drive to be doing what's necessary, and the realization of that it's in front of you,
makes it possible.
you just did the impossible.
Yeah.
Because
And-
you at some point, I know myself, like, I thought that I can never do things, and then you achieve them.
Bit by bit, right?
Yeah, like the Paul Rudd thing. Like, who would have thought? Look at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have that aha moment.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? Go, Nick. I have
Well,
something.
you
Where
got
do go?
necessary to possible to impossible. So, what's going on in my head here is like necessary is like, okay, do what's necessary, do what you can, what you can control, what you can change, what you have to change.
Yeah, the thing
baby
that-
steps.
Moving towards that goal.
Yeah,
Right?
and then eventually, when you get those things out of the way, stepping stones, you build on it. You get to where you got to be, and then
Right.
you can do what's possible, and you can actually realize what's possible
Right.
based on from what you did that was necessary, and then with hard work and dedication and a drive and ambition, eventually you'll get to not necessarily something that's impossible, but something that before you did this cycle,
Right.
it seemed impossible.
Right.
Now you made
Exactly.
it
And I was gonna, and if I could add to that,
Take it away.
so you have the what is possible, and then you have what's necessary. And sometimes what's necessary is a far out goal. It's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It could be like at the end of a semester, graduating, something like that.
Yeah,
Year
whatever it
plan,
is.
like a 6-month plan.
So
Have a
that's
plan, people.
Yeah, that's the goal. And then what's possible, those are the steps to get to that goal. So,
Yeah, that's a good building block.
breaking them down. Yeah, those
Take
are
that
literally
home.
building blocks.
Take that home with you.
It depends on your perspective. Like you said, like back then, like looking back on it, once you achieve something, it seemed impossible.
Yeah,
But it's all based on your perception. If you think you can do something and you do it,
anything is possible.
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so
that's life, man. You get to certain points, and life is a journey, and there's stepping stones. And you get to certain points where, if you think of when you were younger, or even just like, you can notice yourself growing or changing or maturing at a very fast rate, especially
right,
at the age we're at now. And you could even think back like a couple weeks, months, or a year, like, wow, like
How much
I
I've
never
grown.
thought I'd be here right now. Or
Well, that's also the goal, because that doesn't necessarily happen for everybody as fast. Some people
depends
feel
on your situation.
stagnant at times, and well, that's why we're here.
How we doing, Pod?
How we doing podcast? Drive
Spark
it
your
home,
brain.
Chris.
Heck yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to like bring that up, inspire the people. If you're feeling down, you're feeling like you don't have the drive to do something, just take a step back, realize the necessary steps,
Baby steps,
realize that they're possible,
attainable.
and then you
Hit your goal.
fulfilled your dream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I like that.
One thing I want to say is the co-aligning theme of Chrissy's quotes is always inspirational quotes. And take that with you.
Be inspired.
I
Make
like
a change. Set a goal.
Yeah, I mean,
Run for
because,
it.
you surprise us with the quotes. So that's all. I wanted to write something down to have something in my notes.
He has to go for the notes.
But I said,
Gotta have
inspirational
Nico's notes.
quotes, baby.
You're gonna make a memoir one day.
Yeah, this stuff's
This
going to be
notebook's
like...
gonna be in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So your quote just, I'm gonna piggyback right on it.
Yeah.
Is
Giddy up,
this
giddy up.
next segment?
Yeah. Introduce me. Damn it.
Next segment. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Damn it. We're moving along. How we doing, Pod? Episode 12 time. Hope you had something good for dinner. Without further ado, introduction. Giacomo's genres.
That was good. Thank you. Crowd was, we have to get some. We gotta get a soundboard.
Yeah.
We really need that
We are,
soundboard.
we're
Go ahead, Chris. You got it.
We're on it.
All right.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna piggyback right on Chris's quotes, because it's inspirational. Like literally, just it sets me up perfectly. Love the glasses.
Thanks.
Nice.
So you go ahead and you think about this whole idea, right? You want to set yourself a goal, but you need these steps to get to that goal. And Chrissy's quote is the perfect way to build, just rationalize or visualize the thought process and theoretically the steps to get there. So this could be very helpful for somebody to start getting in the direction that it's going to really unlock a lot of their potential and add a lot to their reality. I think that's really powerful.
Let's hear it.
So statistically here, what we have, think about this in a statistic way. It's like really puts things in perspective. And that's what I want to do, because the workforce in general could be very overwhelming. And not only that, but if you're trying to do something particular, something that really matches your skill and your talent, like what we're doing here. We're starting with a podcast here, right? We're doing a pod, and
Yes, sir.
we're trying to ignite our potential despite how many other podcasts are out there. So to be a little bit of encouragement here, we're going to look at some statistics. All right, there's 8 billion people on Earth.
Okay.
330 million of them are in the USA. Then we have 60% of them that work, so that's 200 million. And of that 200 million, we have one of the biggest portions is the group that don't have degrees.
Okay.
So that's about 21 million now.
Wow.
So now look at that drop. Went from 200 million to 21 million. All right. From there, you break that down into. Now that's in the U.S., so we got to break that down into the states. So each state and their population size, it ranges from 12% to like 0.3%. So we're going to use 5% as an average.
Okay.
And that brings you to 2 million. So
City.
after breaking that down into the different tiers of profession, break that down into tiers. And that's another 20%. So that's 40,000.
Yeah, so you just broke down 8 billion people.
8 billion people into 40,000.
And this and that. Wow.
Yeah, breaking that all the way down. And then now you have only about, so this is according to LinkedIn, 47% don't take the job. They either don't take the job or they
almost
they just don't get the job. So that's, almost half. So that's about 20,000 now. Okay. And only 25% actually gets hired. So now that's at nearly 6,000. Now, ready for this? And this is where the real advantage comes into play. Because now you have about 6,000 people that are getting those jobs. Mm-hmm. Now, you got to calculate for the entrepreneurs of U.S., and that's about 8.3%. And that leaves your competition that you have at nearly 500 people that you're typically going up against, say, in your region. That's not a big number. So
it's
like
not
a little
as big as people think it is.
Right, because you just jumped to, I'm going up against 330 million people, but you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not. And as you get, you're going up the scale, right? So like just bringing it back to Chrissy's quotes, if you could use Chrissy's quotes to have that motivation, use these statistics to put it in some real perspective, that your competition is not as big as you think it is. So it's worth taking a shot.
Yeah.
It's worth going for it.
Yeah, well, don't let your mere assumptions of, oh, there's so many people out there. How am I better than them? How could I do this? Like, go do it. Like, these numbers are here. You're not up against a whole lot. 500 people.
That's not a lot.
It's really not a lot.
But ready for this? Now, technically, an even smaller percentage actually make it. So that's probably typically how many people in your area are trying to be successful, the 500. Now you know that there's more than half that fail. I mean, 200, 250.
You're not better than 200 people? You can't work harder than 200 people? Come on, people.
So take that home with you. As we usually say, it's a little bit of positivity that matches up with our culture.
Yeah. Set yourself apart, man.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Be the light. Be encouragement to people.
The world's big. It's not that big.
There it is. Another one out of this guy. World's big. It's not that big.
It's not that big.
Making it.
I said I was like, maybe I won't eat after the podcast. Trying to eat good,
We'll see.
There's no way. No way. Podcast, it makes you hungry.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Shut up. Why do you always talk to me nice? Talk to me nice, man.
That's not how we do in culture.
I'm always talking to you nice.
Talk to me nice.
I'm always
What
talking
do you
to you
know
nice. I
about
just
it?
want the best for you. That's it.
I come to
Big
realize that you guys are idiots.
You're not dumb. We're dumb. I'd like to just take this time to shout out.
No, I thought we were doing promos.
I'm dumb.
I can't do a shout out. I can't do a shout out. I just want to shout out all the people that, whether you're listening to this or not, that are just doing kind acts of how we doing positivity and doing the good work, man. Like, back to what Sam said on the interview last week. Like, kindness doesn't cost a damn thing.
Put that on a t-shirt.
You know what I mean? Like, yo,
That
just
on your forehead.
why can't we're supposed to help each other. It's not.
That's right.
It's not like, oh, look the other way. Like, go help someone. And I think
why not?
a lot of people get stuck in the, oh, I don't know them, that might be dangerous, which, like, yeah, be mindful of that a little bit, but, you can go help someone.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
I said you sounded, by the way.
I'm telling a meaningful story, and you're acting like a
meaningful?
hoopla,
It's meaningful.
hoopla shem.
Call me a shem?
A shem.
You're freaking cooked.
You're a botchagaloop.
You're freaking cooked. Okay, I'm not gonna go down this dark path. Okay, we're gonna going down your.
Hey, your shades are pretty dark right now.
I'm not
Imagine
going
if
your
imagine
energy
if
right
I was comfortable with the mic being like this.
it looks like it's on your nose. You look like a clown.
So I ordered McDonald's the other day.
Oh,
Right?
McDonald's no good. No
Shut up. So on the post-it note, one of the workers wrote a post-it note, stuck it on the bag. It's like
Have
if
a
somebody
great
that
day.
didn't tell you today that like you're awesome or something like that, like
Yeah,
you're
you
worth
should've
it,
brought the
like
note.
you are. And I was like, you know what, man? That's how we doing culture right there.
Bang.
That's how we doing culture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Just want to let you know you're awesome.
that's it.
No one's better at being you than you.
That's it.
That's it. So shout out that McDonald's worker. Hope you watched the pod.
I like that. I
And
like
yeah,
that.
I saw it. I was like, I kept it. I think it might still be upstairs.
It's like
Yeah, you should've
people
brought
are
it down.
still people are getting the hang of it.
People are pushing
They're
good,
still
good
out there, man.
vibes, good energy.
They're still out there.
And I saw a video like that, similar to that, and he said, in this world of darkness, you know, eventually, sooner or later, you're gonna run into someone that's bringing the light, and like that's the power, man.
Well, that's also like that quote. Even a dog gets a warm patch on the sidewalk every day, once in a while.
yeah. Even a blind squirrel's right about the time twice
What
a
is
day.
that, Lefty Luciano?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Shout out Donnie Brasco.
You ever see Donnie Brasco?
Oh, it's such a great movie.
Donnie
man.
Brasco is pretty good.
Donnie Brasco is underrated mob film for sure.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Really good.
Check out Donnie Brasco.
Even at the end, dude, when they come and the lights come on, he goes, "Don't tell him nothing, Donnie. Don't tell him nothing." And then he's like, "Congrats, Joe. You're all done." He's like, "No, I'm not done yet." Like he already broke character and Lefty just like, "Don't tell him shit, Donnie. Don't tell him nothing.
Yeah.
He'll get you out." And it's just so
Yeah,
sad.
so
and it's
sad.
like, I listened to an action. He's on a podcast, Joe Pepitone. Is that his name? Joe Pepitone, yeah.
The actual cop.
Not Joe Pepitone. That's a baseball player.
Yeah, Joe Pepper.
Joe Pistone. That's his name. And he talks about a lot of it. And it's just, I don't care what he says. Like, he had some personal relationship with some of those guys. Like, and it had to be hard because he spent all day with those guys. Every day. Like, they had his trust. And, like, apparently he didn't kill anyone. He didn't do none of that. It's like, how did he gain their trust? And this, I mean, Sonny Black vouched for him to he was gonna get his button. He was gonna get made. That's what led to they wanted to stop the operation because he was gonna be in way too deep, and they eventually like ended it when he didn't want them to end it. But Sonny Black vouched that he like killed someone or whacked someone when he never did, just to get him made because like they had this
But they didn't get him
trust
made,
in this
did
guy.
they?
No, but he was going to get made.
Yeah.
If they didn't take him out, he was going to get made.
One crazy story. We're about to get ready for one of the last segments that we have for you tonight. And that is, or well, whatever it is, wherever you are, Nico's Notes.
All right. How we doing? Okay.
Give it to us.
All right. What do you hear? What do you say? Welcome back to Nico's Notes. How we doing? All right. Main topic. You guys ready? I'm going to drop some
Give it to us. Give it to us. Give it to us now.
Some moving stuff. There's going to be a nice take home for you listeners and viewers. All right.
You giving them something?
You get a how we doing sticker. You get a how we doing sticker.
T-shirt.
You don't get one.
He has it out for you tonight.
All right.
I don't understand what I did to him. I really don't.
I don't like your face right now.
You see?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
You see? And he said that I've never insulted him in his whole entire life.
You said that I smell.
I'm keeping it real. Sometimes you do.
If you don't know, it's a pepper strewn all over the place.
Yeah.
You doing?
Oh yeah. Shut up, Bruce Lee. All right. We're coming in hot. All right.
Tell us
You
what you're
guys
talking
ready
about.
for this?
No.
There is no failure in life.
What are you, a quote guy now?
Whoa. I need you to
Did
be
this-
serious for this, okay?
Where did
Okay.
this?
Run it
where-
back for me one
where-
more time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
do it again.
There, main topic. There's no failure in life unless you let it be failure.
Failure equals lessons.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. So I saw it's inspired by shout out Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Say his name right.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Atenakumpo.
Giannis changed the tempo. I'm kidding. He said in a press conference, like they got knocked out of the playoffs, and he said this. They asked him if this season was a failure, and he said, "No season's a failure because it's all just." I'm paraphrasing, but it's building up to success, what have you. So it kind of ties into your perception, right? Like, there's no failure unless you let it be failure in your life, because it goes back to a quote I said last week. No experience. Papiani quote. Shout out Papiani. We love you.
Yes.
No experience in life is a bad experience if there's something that you learn throughout the experience, right? So it's all stepping stones. It's all stepping stones on the journey, right? Life is a journey. That's what I've been calling it lately.
Don't stop.
Can you
believing.
can I get through what I have to say?
You just said it.
You guys can reflect.
I'm just like an ad lib. That's all, baby.
All right, ad lib. Just sit down, pipe down for a second. All right. So
He's getting his ass kicked.
it's all stepping stones.
All stepping.
So it could be seen as failure until you get to where you want to be in life. You can get there faster by understanding that if you don't,
You can go your own way.
Nico's notes. You don't talk unless I say you can.
I don't know about that. You don't
Okay.
like- you don't
You
like
hear
the
me?
Interruption.
Huh? Wearing sunglasses inside.
You don't like the interruption.
Good job.
do you?
We're in a basement, guy. Take the shades off.
Listen, your
before you-
attitude is crazy. You need to change your tone for our listeners and for us. Stop it. I'm sorry. I was singing a song. It went good.
Okay,
I did it the
fine,
second time
fine. We're good.
to annoy
We're
you.
good.
I thought you were going to just brush it off.
We're good.
But apparently it
Brushed-
struck a chord.
brushed
I'm
it
sorry.
off.
Okay, buddy?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Thank
all right?
you.
We got all night to do this.
Thank
all right?
you. We don't got all night. Let's get back into it. Okay.
Okay.
So, stepping stones along the journey, right? You're working a job that you don't like. You're not happy. Stepping stones. You're not going to work that job the rest of your life. You're not going to have to do what you don't want the rest of your life, but you might have to do things you don't want as stepping stones to get to where you do want. And this kind of relates back to your quote, Chris. So, for an example, any sports team, right? You could lose. You could be the worst team in the league. You can never make the playoffs. You make the playoffs. You go to the third round. You lose this and that, and then eventually you win. You win the finals. You win the big thing, right?
Big
When
cheese.
you do that, all of those, fans and people would say that season was a failure because we didn't win, and you could look at it like that. But the way I look at it as that wasn't failure as a part of the process and the journey, and you couldn't have won the finals or the World Series or the World Cup or whatever you won without going through those stepping stones.
It's trials, yeah.
And it applies to your life. You have to build on your attributes. You have to build momentum in life, and the way you can do it, or the way I've been trying to do it, is using patience and gratitude throughout your day.
Patience and gratitude.
Patience and gratitude is I think, killer combination.
What is patience
You can't
plus
be stopped.
gratitude? What does it equal?
Patience plus gratitude equals a badass that,
A badass success.
yeah, patience plus gratitude, just you're a force, because you can't be deterred.
Shout out Star Wars.
You can't be deterred from your path.
Yes.
Patience, you're not going to get worked up when you might get worked up. And gratitude, be grateful for the chance to fail. Be grateful for the chance to even have the chance to work at something that can lead to what you want to do in your dream and your goals, And that's it's a powerful mindset. So
For sure.
combine that with the saying, keep on going on, man.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That's all the Nico's notes. Let's run with it, boys.
Yeah, can I
Go,
piggyback
go.
on that?
Powerful stuff.
Heavy notes.
Heavy notes.
Heavy notes. Go ahead. Go, go, go.
You know, it's tough to find the path of success for people.
Yeah.
And that type of idea could really bring you to a place of pushing past your challenges.
Yeah. I've been trying to just be grateful every day. And like not easy. Could still do better, but it's making the days like very, very not easy, but just they're going by, and I'm finding more joy in a day than I normally do.
You know, and practice makes perfect. Right?
Yeah, like back again. You know, we're trying to convey these little things that you can practice and like exercise that muscle of doing that in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, I would just say that those two things like they go hand in hand.
Yeah,
Kind of like you can't have gratitude if you don't have patience. Correct.
I mean,
Or more-
you can, but
More,
like,
more so, you don't have patience without
gratitude.
gratitude.
Say that
Yeah,
again?
I can definitely see that. You can't have patience without gratitude.
Can't have patience without gratitude, and those two
You
things.
can, but like they work together very well.
Yeah.
Or it's
places.
like it's almost like cause and effect, right? If you have patience, or no, rather, if you have gratitude, gives you the ability to have more patience,
Yeah, they work together. They
Yeah.
piggyback on each other.
Right.
and
It's
it's kind of also
powerful.
it's also kind of linked to being humble as well. It's like seems to be like the building blocks. If you find like the starting
They're
point,
kind of like it's like kind of the combination. Could you could be humble.
because if you're humble, then you become grateful, and if you become grateful, well, you're not rushing, and you can develop your patience. I mean, of course, you do have a tendency of always falling in the mix of
Yeah.
rushing, but you always fall back on gratitude.
Yeah. Like if you're listening to this, you're like, you know, a lot of people think like you got to have it made like so early in life, and it's not easy nowadays. It's not easy. Like our age, like people were moved out of their parents' house, like almost getting married, like having kids. Like, you know, the timeline has changed in society lately. It's just the way it is with how much houses cost and everything
Yeah,
costs.
the economy is definitely
So,
contributing
you
big
know,
time to that.
your expectation, like it's good to have that expectation as a goal of where you want to be, have a plan, but you know, you're young, so you have time. Be grateful for that, have patience with that.
And also, if you don't consider yourself young, you know, people get to a little bit close to 30 and above, and they start feeling, you know, all sorts of ways. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
No.
Time is literally just another part of our perception. You know,
true.
it's what is the core piece of our existence.
Yeah.
But if you eliminate the thought of that, you're able to access a deeper meaning.
Relentless. You're a force.
Yeah, because you're not now basing it off of
Yeah.
a stipulation like that.
And most of those success stories, Bill Gates, whoever you want to name, most people didn't even do that till they're 40. Obviously, you got rare occurrences where people hit it big and made a difference,
Right,
did
yeah.
big things at a young age, but most people lived like almost half of or more than half of their lives before they did something so meaningful to
More-
where they accrue generational wealth or have a great impact on the world.
Yeah.
You know, so just sort of peace of mind, you know.
Yeah, that just makes me think like just be more present and
Yeah.
being more present and having that patience and gratitude allow you to really hone in on like what you're doing in that moment and the purpose that you have each and every day.
Powerful.
Heavy.
How we doing?
He says powerful, I say heavy. Wow.
Because you don't realize it, man. Like I
Yeah.
think I talked about it last week. Like if you're not doing anything, it's like you're not even existing.
You got to
know,
be
on,
in the
like,
present.
on a spiritual basis.
Yeah, on a spiritual basis, and we are made out of energy. So if you cease to move, you cease to exist. But
Yeah.
these three topics that we've come up with, didn't even realize. By the way, we didn't necessarily plan. We planned our topics separately. That's kind of part of our
Structure.
makeup, our structure, how we do this, and how we do this. But they all kind of they seem like pillars to success.
Yeah, they co-align.
They all kind, you know.
Yeah,
People
it's
might
kinda-
watch this podcast episode and be like, "This is how I'm going to become successful." And
I
then
mean,
maybe it's like a handbook. How we doing
Yeah.
handbook? What's for dinner?
these are ideas that we don't always succeed at, but they're good practices.
Good practices, and it could lead to better things.
Definitely good stuff to
And-
shed some light on too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's powerful stuff. So how do we feel from here?
We're feeling good, baby.
How do we feel?
I think we just skirt it up and rappity doo bop and skip it bop.
We're wrapping it up your day.
Give it a do top today.
What's for
We're
dinner?
eating pasta,
We're
baby.
eating pasta.
Give me some of that pasta.
First time somebody answered my question. I
Last
say
week we
it
had
20 times an
ravioli.
episode.
Now we're having pasta, baby.
Hold on.
Same kind of stuff. Don't
Hold
put
on.
your hand in my face like
So
that,
that's
guy.
Nico's notes for episode 12. It's in the books.
Yo,
Slap that stuff on your
you
forehead.
already wrapped up Nico's
What do you
notes.
want to do? Slap it on your forehead.
Didn't he wrap up Nico's notes already?
No, we discuss. I said my
Future.
notes and then we discussed, but it's still my segment, so I wrapped it up. And I had to say slap it on my forehead.
Yeah.
because
I
I
got
wasn't
some
going to let
long
that one
segments.
go.
We're gonna have to talk about
And,
the logistics of all this. I'm
emails.
just gonna have to say that.
Listen, send an email. How we doing
Skype.
productions? How we doing productions at gmail.com. That's how we doing productions at
You know,
gmail.com.
we shouted you out on this precious pod of ours, and it's just
We love you.
We want you.
send an email.
Yeah, and all our socials, don't even got to go on your apps. Just go into your Safari on the internet, howwedoingproductions.com.
There it is.
Correction, that's howwedoingproductions.com. Comment, follow, share, subscribe. Tell everyone. Watch the How We Doing pod. All right? Good things. What do we got?
Are you
what
all
do we
right?
got? What do we got?
Are you okay?
All right.
Stop.
What is it called?
Holy bananas.
I got to tell you guys something.
yeah.
So I
us know.
continued the
Experiment?
the experiment.
How'd I know?
And if you didn't watch our other episodes, we ran this kind of experiment where we say how you feeling to people.
Rather
And I've
than
got
how you doing.
Yeah, rather than how you doing. And I've gotten some different responses today. I asked somebody at Starbucks. I was getting Starbucks, and I was like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, got a headache.
Some aches and pains.
I'm like, did you get some Tylenol or something? Drink some. I was like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm going to. And thank you so much for asking.
Wow, just a sweetheart.
It's like,
you
wow,
are, Giacomo.
I got a real good response, and I felt good about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you really break that barrier. It's like it's one of our like care, love, and respect. Like not necessarily all he loves me, but he cares. He asks me how I feel. That means a lot, and it's rare in today's day and age. So
Yeah.
that's funny.
The
That's awesome, man.
the experiment is working.
I gotta start it. I haven't done it, and you know what? It's like Starbucks is the perfect place because what I do is I go to the drive-through and they, hi, what can I get for you?
Yeah.
Whatever they say.
Well, I
Hi, how you doing? And it's like,
Yeah.
They just expect you to spew out what you're getting, but I don't do that. I say, hi, how you doing?
Right.
How are you?
How we doing?
Oh, I'm great. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Starbucks
I'm
usually
good.
are nice though. They usually give
they're
you
very,
how we doing.
No, they are.
How
They're
you
very
doing.
nice. They greet you, but I ask it back because they just a lot of times think like they're just gonna order. Like their greetings are always great, but I ask them, how you doing?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same feeling, same thing, but I'm
Yeah,
not
but
saying
if you
how
ask them
feeling.
how you feeling,
It's it's
no,
more.
But it's not the same.
No,
I
that's-
don't think face to face.
Because face to face is it's a different beast. I think too.
I think the drive-through person might just run right past that.
They might, but if
You
they're
know, 'cause
working
they
that
don't,
all
they're not looking
day-
at your face. You're saying to them like,
What? Right.
"How you feeling?"
Well, one time, so this is what I did last week. I went over to, I was going through the drive-through, and I said to somebody, they were like, "Hi, what can I get you?" And I was like, "Well, but first, how are you feeling?" They were like,
love it.
"I'm feeling fine, thanks. What can I get you?" I'm like,
I got a line here, guy. Come on.
Like the experience.
Get the heck out of my window.
But
You're not my therapist. Tell me what coffee you're drinking.
it's part of what we do. How we doing mantra.
Yep. We
Hold the
care.
freaking door.
Don't be afraid.
Run
Don't
some-
be afraid to
part of
do
the
something
experiment.
different, man.
We care. We care. We care.
Conquer your day. Own the week.
Well,
All
What's
right.
for dinner?
what's for dinner?
If it ain't whipped, it's getting kicked. We're hitting the snacks. Hope you guys enjoyed episode
that.
12 of the How We Doing podcast. Stay tuned for more interesting content, meaningful conversation, and motivational day.
Back
All right.
to life.
Hey.
Back to the How We Doing podcast. Back to life. Back to the How We Doing podcast.